Hey, what's up? What's up, Gustav? How's it going? How are you on this lame Monday? Just trying to do one last thing before we go live. So that worked. Syntax error. Permission denied. Files. X. All.
Very good, you have passed your test.
Let's see. What is going on here? It's your birthday, poggers indeed. Feels birthday, man. Woo! Congratulations on your birthday. You do anything special? Take a day off. Go eat some food. Try to go somewhere that serves you free food. An ad showing has jets in it. Ooh, how appropriate. Did you really get an ad even though you're subscribed? Because you're not supposed to get ads if you're a subscriber. Unless you intentionally wanted to get ads. For bits. Yeah, do a feels birthday man for Gustav. Poggers, poggers, poggers. A line 2. This must be some stupid line ending thing again. What's an expensive thing? Expensive place. Oh, fancy. Well, hopefully the food was really good and it just wasn't expensive. Oh yeah, your Prime sub's glitched out. You have to contact customer support so they can reset it. Because if not, it ain't gonna solve itself. Whoops. Give me a second, guys. Oops. Did I just create something called clear? Yeah, I did. That shouldn't be there. Let's get the server up and running. And go open up the project that we want. And boom. Okay, let's start some coding. Why don't I get the little connect thingy? Hello? What's going on? Oh, everything's initializing. Got it. We're connecting. Switch highlighter in the house. Seems like there's a little bit of feedback on the mic today. Let me reset the voice changing software. Back here? Okay, we're back. Hopefully there's no more crackle. I don't hear anything. Okay. I don't know what the software-based voice modulation stuff is. It can distort stuff. Okay, so we're just waiting for the server to kick off, and we're gonna get to some codifying. Close this. Let's turn on the production version of the voice changer. Stream CC. Go to the dashboard. And turn it on. All right. This place is called Melting Pot. Ah, switch to the And they cook everything in front of you and they do tricks. But the food was good. I haven't been to Melting Pot yet, but I know all about it. So it's kind of like a Benihana type of thing where they prep the food in front of you and make it a spectacle of things. Yeah, I know there's a Melting Pot somewhere in the area. I just haven't been to one yet. But yeah, Benihana is the place we usually go to if we want them to flick food at us. But I'm glad you had a good time, and it seems like you're having a good birthday. So congratulations again on another year lived and many more to come. Let's see. So close that. Let's open up. Oh, localhost 4000. Alright. Okay, so we got the site up and running. We do have the skeleton, so this part of the site looks pretty good. We actually have to integrate the new color palette that Lurking Cat gave us. And we should be able to just do an includes for the style sheet tag. And that should get us colors we want. So let's go to application, SCSS. And let's see, so source styles. So we don't want to do it here. We want to do it over here. I just want to make sure that we're including all the styles that we want to include. So I want to remove this. So we're getting rid of that in favor of doing a link to the style. So this is going to be the link to the styles we're going to want. So let's go ahead and copy this. Paste that in. So if we refresh this, we should expect new styling colors to be in place. So we're opting to move away from locally installed version to one that's hosted on the CDN so that we can just use the color palette that we are, whatever we want based off my research. Okay, so that looks correct. I changed the color of the icon. We need to customize these colors because it changed the color icon, but this is the purple, right? That we wanted to have. Yeah, we still need to tweak some of the colors for the buttons and stuff like that to use the Twitch. I guess this is fine as this is the Twitch purple, right? But these right here, I think need to change, right? Are we keeping this? Different icons too, if possible. Unfortunately, there's the set of icons that are available are the only there's a list of icons on the material design, and unless you know that specific icon, this is like, that was like the best one I could find. What's up, T Carmike? How's it going, my friend? And thank you for the compliment, the captions. How's life treating you? All right, well, we did the color change, so let's focus on the dashboard still. I think the login page, let's take a look at what the login page looks like. Okay, so this looks okay so far. About to tweak the styling so this isn't so large later. So we're gonna work a little bit on this. especially this area right here, this whole thing right here. So we're gonna have to do some custom styling and all that type of good stuff to get yeah. We're looking to get to this type of look right here for the box. So right now it's not that way. There's like this huge gap right here. So that code, I'll fold this code down, or hold the checklist stuff down for now. We're gonna focus on this part, this section right here. And so we're still dealing with the card. I think I customized the styles for this so it has the proper titling on this. I did this off stream for some experiment stuff. Looks like it still has a little bit of top padding. So we're gonna want to get rid of the padding. So for a dashboard card, we want to get rid of the padding all together. So this over here. Oh yeah, my icons I downloaded from here. Oh, the round ones. Take a look. Do you know the name? Like, what's the name of? I mean, I can put them in as long as I know the name of it. If you have the name, I can just put in the name and I'll start using it. Basically. All right, so we're just gonna do straight 0 padding around this area, and let's see how that sticks. We still need to work on this part right here. That part too. Okay, so let's take a look. A little looky-see here. Okay, so no more padding around that part. That's good. This is still pretty blah. Take a look at this. So the supporting text, so, oh yeah. So the thing I found out was that the card had a minimum height. So you can see right here has a min height. So if I get rid of that min height, and that starts to look a little bit better. And then I think this would expand. Well, it'll just grow bigger, I think, once more text comes in. It'll expand out. We can probably experiment on that right now. Well, the captions become accurate after a minute, but some are singing parts and can be misinterpreted. Yeah, so there's definitely going to be misinterpretation and stuff like that. There's going to be a new build in the works to kind of like have a better feed of text. But yeah, it's pretty spot on. But what's up, creative? Oh, I see you got an InstaFluff icon too. InstaFluff's awesome to watch. For me, he seemed to come out of nowhere. How long has InstaFluff been streaming for? I guess he streams during my work day, so I never encounter his stream because I'm at work. But yeah, he's like you have no clue. Like the production value is like top notch on his stream. He's like like whenever I watch him, I feel like I'm watching like the Mr. Rogers of development of the development community. That's what I feel like. Okay, so we're gonna switch this to have a height of 100% instead. And see what that does. And he's always happy. Yeah, I know. Okay, so doing that didn't work. Okay, let's see. So we have to clobber the default min height that's coming on the dashboard card. I guess if we set min height to 0 pixels, that will solve it. So if we say min height 0 pixels, let's see how that works. How you doing, Creative? How's life treating you? How was your weekend? Started swapping all my projects over to React 16 today. Such a pain, but they seem to be running a lot faster. There are scripts. Have you used the scripts to upgrade them to React 16? There's automated scripts usually to do the upgrades, because most of the time if you follow the React best practices, you can just run those scripts and it would just convert everything to the next React version. Okay, cool. I need to upgrade to the latest React also for everything. After I'm done with this whole stream closed captioner thing, we're gonna revisit the stream team extension and do some major work on that, upgrades and stuff like that. Okay, so this is looking much better. Okay, gotcha. All right, I'm gonna turn this off for now and switch it to the development build. So you're gonna see some JSON blobs instead of standard text coming in. So I can see this coming through. Yeah, so this looks pretty good. Yeah, so I just have to keep on talking until this goes to the next line because of stuff and things. Yeah, so it just pushes everything down. Not bad at all. You made an actual resume today? Poggers. Blobs is my term, by the way. Whatever I use in the stream, take it with a grain of salt that it's going to be my own technical terms. This is what the caption said. Maybe that's what I said. Maybe that's truly what I said and not what you heard. You know, you can never believe what you hear, but believe what you see. Kachi hyper. Okay, we're gonna turn this off and we're gonna switch over back to the production version. So you guys can see the non-JSON structure of it. Believing is seeing. It's like Mulder. You wanna believe. Seeing is believing. I know what you meant, Creative. I'll let it slide. Okay, next. Okay, so we got that done. So we have this part looking pretty decent. We're gonna work on the form section next. So here's our form partial that we used for this part right here, the settings. So Lurking Cat had a great idea to combine the speech to text and this section into one. So you have this, you have the speech to text, you turn it on and off. I need to do the code that this only displays when it's on. So we'll get to that eventually. But not too much coding. Dude, this goes into the 12 hours of coding. Oof, man. That's mind melting. Oh, the icon you're talking about, the error outline icon. Gotcha. I gotta remember how to do that. Application Haml. let's look at the example code here for doing the icon. So the icon, where is it? Oh wait, this is the welcome Hamel. It's the eye icon. Okay, so %I, and then MD 100, 110. Material icon, %I, material icon dash icons, and then the name of it. So let's go over to here. Make a %I dot material icons and get that like that. See if this works. Hey, we got it to work. Save alt is for the first card. In the last 3 years. I mean, you're super eager to do it and you're getting a lot of experience and you're getting paid for it. So why not get as much industry experience, people guiding you and all that type of stuff. You know, that's, you know, reap those, soak it in, right? Work in that team setting, that mentorship, all that type of stuff. Save alt. So I'll add that here so we can get the save alt. Like that. Cool. And then cool. I'll probably need an image asset for the button instead of actually putting a button on here. Well, I guess I could put a button on there and just have it in the on position. And then if they toggle it off, then, oh, there's an icon for that. Okay, well, if you find the icon for that, just let me know. Let me add the styling that I made to make it bigger. And then I guess we'd have to decide how large the icons should be, because I just put like an arbitrary size for this. Either that or make this button bigger. Toggle on. Cool. So you have to move in a year or two so I can get a job that actually pays industry standards. Gotcha. That's a good plan. Nick Larson, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Muchos gracias. So then we're dealing with toggle on. Because in 2 years, I'll be at 5 years experience. Gotcha. What track are we here right now? We're listening to Into the Dragon's Lair by Isidore. And here you go, Decarmic, so you can look at the songs. Okay, so, ooh, okay, I like that. Thank you, Kat. Yes, coming together. That's probably it. I need to work on the positioning right here. This looks like this might be just line height issue. Got to figure this out. I guess there can be like a vertical alignment if I can do that. I'll have to figure this out later. I'm gonna head off there. I gotta get up in 5.5 hours. Oof. Back to the grind. Well, as long as you're enjoying it, man. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for thanks for checking in. Glad to hear things are going well and you're having a good time. Okay, I'll worry about that styling later. Let's just keep on working on the UI elements. I want to avoid it pixel pushing as much as possible. until we actually get things going. Okay, so we got to port this over to the new UI grid stuff. So let's go over to material. Let's go to the grid layout, grid, MDL grid, MDL grid. Raid okay? Raid is always okay, Robert. Hopefully you had a good stream, but you can tell me all about it once you get in here. Good luck on extension. Thank you very much, Creative. We're making a lot of good progress on this. I'm excited. So MDL cell. And MDL dash cell dash 12 dash call. And then we're gonna add the shadow thingy. You don't need to do anything with the JavaScript. Oh, we'll do it on the card, actually. So let's see. Let's refresh. Okay, so things are slowly but surely getting to where we want it to go. So next thing we're going to use is we're going to use a card. Just like over here, where we have a card, we're going to do another card. Maybe we should put these side by side so we can actually see the source. Because I did add some custom classes to achieve the goal in which we wanted to achieve. So MDL grid cell, hide desktop. So I guess we'll make this a section. It's a raid. Hold on. I need to prepare for this.
Red alert, red alert. It's a raid. Batten down the hatches. Grab your guns. Defend yourselves. We're under attack. Under attack.
What's up, guys? Thanks for stopping by. Thank you very much, Robert, for the raid. How's it going? How's it going, everyone? Robert, Sykin, Ancient Coder, Ben. How's everyone? Rocket, Ricky Rocket. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Goose Nest, my friends. How was your stream, Robert? Hey, CP. Hello to you all. Hopefully you guys having a good crummy Monday. It is Monday after all. The need for speed. CP et. I don't know. Probably saying that completely wrong, but hey, CP, thank you very much for the follow. Again, welcome to the Goose Nest. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, let me know. This is a friendly stream to all walks of life. Had a fun Q&A stream? Nice. Me gusta, Nero. Boom, boom. We're currently working on our closed captioning extension, so if you guys are on desktop, I like the translation. So yeah, if you guys are on desktop, you can currently see a closed captioning thing over the video. We've built that on stream for the past 30 day streams so far, and we are, yeah, we're keep on it, we're going through, we're iterating, we're improving it, and yeah, and we're working on the new UI layout right now, but it's coming along nicely. Some new features are in review that guys will be able to see, and hopefully by Wednesday I'll have a new version published for you guys to use with some new features on it. Some small features, but improvements. So welcome. It goes by really quickly. Yeah, so those are going to be, that's one of the improvements, is that it's not going to go by as quickly. It's going to be tweaked just a little bit to be a little bit more of a feed of based off the senses. It's going to display 3 lines. Yeah, you'll see it. The next improvement will offer a little bit better readability. Since this last, what you currently see is basically like version 001. It was the first version that we ever released officially. So we're getting there. I do too. I watch a lot of animes with English subtitles too. And it goes by pretty quick. Like, you can read most of it, but it still goes by pretty quick. So, section dash dash center, MDL grid, MDL shadow, and then, oh no, oh no. We need to copy and paste all of this here. There we go. So we got that going. We have the MDL dashboard. Let's see, so MDL grid. I guess I don't have to do a cell. Instead, I'm doing a card, and then dashboard card. Dashboard card, and then we have dashboard card title, and this will be a div for now. And then we don't need this. We need this divider. I guess this is gonna be. This could also be a list, right? For the settings. Well, we'll see how things go. We want, yeah, this is gonna be a little tricky. Oh, we'll see how this goes. Refresh. Oh, this is like, they're super close together. Yeah, we had to add a little bit of padding, maybe. Okay, so. Yeah, so these two sections are really close to each other. So if we add a margin bottom, let's do a margin bottom. Went away. Come back, come back, come back, come back. Margin bottom. All right. I think that should be good. Let's double check if the material designs have anything. I guess if we wrap it with a cell, it would give us those margins. So let's see, MDL cell. Contains a container. MDL cell requires an inner, required on inner divs. MDL center. Oh. Or middle. MDL cell top. I'll have to play with these a little bit later. Okay, let's see. So if I wrap, each one of these are its own grid though. I mean, that's what the challenge is. go to the dashboard grid. So I guess I can just add padding in here. I just can customize it. I'll just customize it. How much margin do you want to do? Let's see. Looks like 24. Okay. We'll do 24 then. Thank you. So margin bottom 24 pixels. Okay. So then what we need to do is we need to stylize these two sections. So an MDL card. Well, let's try stylizing the first input. We have this this form builder. So this simple form thing is our form builder. It generates a form for us. And then we have this input field with the styles on it. So if we inspect the HTML, we can see that we have this form element in here. And then we have our input fields. I probably need to add a couple classes and stuff like that. But let's try looking at the docs about creating an input field. So that's the source. We need to go look at the documentation. There it is. It was over here for this documentation. I don't believe they had input fields or drop downs. You have toggles, sliders, menus, dialogues, cards. Yeah. So I need to use this one. So we wrap the input field in an MDC select, which we already have here. And then we have to add a icon material icons. He needs more streamcast to see what's typed from across the room. Actually, we might be able to use the streamcast because we're not going to be coding down here. So I will indulge you with that recommendation then. Toggle cast mode. So I will indulge you in this because yeah, I don't have to code down here. So it's not going to be annoying to me. Yet. MD select drop down icon. Let's see if this works. So class MDC select drop down icon. I'm misclicking everything right now. Don't mind me. Where is our page? That's not it. Oh, there's our drop down icon. Yeah, we got a drop down icon. We need to go back to the docs. When someone discussed massive systems and big machinery, I thought Blender and 3D graphics stream could be interesting if done well. I know there's some streamers that do that. That's definitely not my cup of tea. Modeling animation, setting up the render job. I know there are streamers here on Twitch that do that stuff. I said do. But yeah, for me, that won't be my. I'm probably not gonna focus on that type of stuff. Eventually, I would want to try to do some game building, but I think it's still going to be in the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript realm of building games, like web games and stuff like that. But that sounds really cool. But yeah, I know there's some people that do that type of stuff. Most def. Okay, let's look at the, so we're using a gem called Simple Form. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is a thing. Added a dashboard. Okay, so we need to look at select or collection. So collections automatically do the as select. So I think I can just do thing. So radio buttons, check out labels, value method. By default, Simple Form uses the item. So I need to apply a class to it. But then I can just apply the class to it like normal. We scroll up here, we'll see an example of adding, there you go, input HTML, or not that one, but right here, input HTML with that. Man, this is one long line of code. Yikes. Yikes. Input HTML class, and our class would be this guy, native controls. So if I add that in, oh my god, it did not do what I wanted to do. Oh. Have you been dabbling in anything new, Key Carmike? On your spare time? Okay, we're getting closer. This looks like something. It looks like something. What other class? So we need to add the class to the label. Floating label. Label. How do you add the class to the label? Set the input and the label class to label input class. Also, just looking on my working on my music, I have an album set to release soon with my partner Spencer. Ooh, you gotta let me know when you release your album so I can give it a little listen. What's up, Juan? Goose Live. It is the Goose Live. How's your crummy Monday going? Label HTML. Okay, that makes sense. So there is input HTML, and then there's going to be a label HTML. Label underscore HTML. And then within that, there's going to be a class. And then within that, it's going to have this class in it. Okay. All right. And then we click and we get something, but not exactly what we wanted. Because it's not supposed to work that way. It's supposed to do that. See? Like that. Some rough mixes. I have an email and we transfer to. Yeah, you should be able to Eric. So email would be Eric at, you can do like that. Ah. So the class is MD select. Okay, let's look at the structure of how the HTML was generated. Okay. So there's MD select right there. And then it put it inside. Oh, okay. So put it inside this input field class with then there's the label and stuff like that. So we're one div too far out. So if I were to remove this from here and then put it on this right here, it looks a little bit better, but not exactly. So this I tag needs to go in here. Like that. Let's see, this label has the MDC. Let's pop this out, actually. So we have the MDC select right here, and then we should have an I class with MDC select drop down icon, and then we have this label here. I guess let's change the ordering of this. So then we have the select field with the proper class of MD native control. And that has all the options and option groups. That's fine. And then we have the label in here, down here below it, with the MDC floating. The only thing that's missing is this ripple. So we reordered it the way we wanted it. Unless it's just broken because we have the label text or something. I'm playing with assembly and WebAssembly on NIM. Nice. WebAssembly, yeah. Taking WebAssembly is a language that it's basically like compiled down bytecode for the browser, so you can compile your like C code, C++ code to WebAssembly, and then your browser can the browser can interpret it. So you can actually build things for the browser from compiled languages. And the NIM is just another programming language that is a little bit like Ruby, a little bit like Python, that compiles to, was it C++, JavaScript, and I think one more language. So everything for the most part looks okay. I guess we just have to let's see, MD select. So I wonder if there is just a class field that I can just add in here. So if I do class MDC-select, if that does anything. So initiated to pre-assign. There is that. So how does this look like now? So it didn't apply it to the input class group select. So I need to apply it to the wrapper. Label HTML, input HTML. Wrapper HTML. That's what it is. Wrapper HTML with an object that takes a class. That's a really long line of HTML. Put them in VLC or whatever else. Okay, I'll probably put them in a... Yeah, I'll listen to them later. Maybe I'll put it as part of my music rotation. If you're okay with it, if you're okay with previewing it on stream, I can put it in my music playlist rotation. Okay. You can say here soon. But yeah, let me know if it gets released. I'm willing to purchase the album if you have it on Bandcamp when they're out. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll totally purchase it so it's in my library goods of goods. Okay, so now we have the structure that we want to get. We have this wrapping class that's an MDC select. We have this before field, and then we have a label with MDC floating. I'm not sure if it matters which order these two items should be in. And then I guess the only thing that's missing is the line ripple, the bobber. What's annoying though is that I have a value selected, but it's not replacing the label. Do I need to include JavaScript? I might need to, yeah, I guess I do need to include the JavaScript. So I need to do, so I think, I forget how I have the JavaScript installed. If I did it through the CDN or not. Application, YAML. I do not have it here, but I should bring it in from the CDN. So let's go ahead and import in the JS component. Let me double check over in the application JS, actually. Yeah, I am not bringing it in, so let's go ahead and try to install it. Getting started. Here we go. This is what we want. Set JavaScript include tag. Oh. Let's refresh. We'll still need to do the method to call this to initialize it. So at the application level, WebAssembly for the win. Let's see. Taking a while to load. I saw a spinner and then nothing happened. I wonder if all my blocking stuff. Yeah, nothing happened for me. Let's go over here and make sure that we call MD select. Actually, dash speech recognition JS. Want to call stuff on here. So window.mdc select. Hopefully this works. I think this is the way we're supposed to do it since we're including it at the global level. Do. It's still. Okay, it's not a constructor. I need to go to open this up, go to the getting started. Oh, MDC, instantiate the JavaScript. Okay, let's see. MDC dot auto init. What track is it right now? It's Palm Beach by...
And I love this track. What's the name?
Thank you, D-Carmack, for the 15 bits. It's from the album you gifted me from Miami Calling. Palm Beach is the name. Let's see, so... They say that MDC markup at that if you instantiate it, you need to do MDC ripple. So MDC select dot. Okay, so that's how you do it. So I need to do MDC dot select dot that. But yes, thank you for the 15 bits. Much appreciated, my friend. Do I have to do the new command? Well, let me see. Where's that guide? Instantiate attach to MDC select. Go to the. I guess I have to do the new and then that. Okay. So let's see. Hopefully I don't actually listen to the value change events. Because it is a form. I don't need to listen to the changes. Yeah, there we go. Oh, all right. All right, let's actually set a value. Let's do Spain. And then let's refresh. Okay. Okay, good, great. So if I set a new value to Thailand and refresh. Yes. Okay. We still got to work on the layout though. So we're not there yet. I think we need to make this a grid of its own, maybe? Or I guess we have to make this whole thing, the whole section a form. How about that? How would that work? As if this whole thing was a form. So let's promote this up here. Move this over. Like that. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, the button's gonna go on a new row. I just need to figure out how to do that. Oh, show. I guess the button can go in the car. Well, let's see. I restructured this. Let's see what happens. That was, I guess that was the blinking light for the bit donation. It was super delayed because of the internet. So then, okay. So let's move this over. We'll apply this class to the simple form here. I wonder if I can just add the class to the simple form. To the input field. Input defaults input HTML. What if I can just do HTML and then do class? Let's find out. Experiment time. Comma HTML. Class. And the class name for testing will be boop. All right. So here's the form. Here's the oh, it did it. Great. Cool. Okay, so we can move these classes right here and put them into the form over here. Get rid of that. Replace this with a space. Bring back the quotation that I accidentally deleted. And then bring this up one. Dude. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. We need to move this out from under the title section. All right. We're doing better. And then we want to put the submit as an action for the card. Let's go to the card. And we have this, the MDL card actions. We can do a card. Try doing a card border. So we'll make an element, MDL card action, replace that with a period, move this over here. And then let's see how that looks. Looking better, although it looks a little weird. Oh, because I think there's a double border, that's why. Oh, actually, hold on. That border's fine. But, oh, hold on. Like this. Oh, that's super weird. Hold on. Oh, the card action comes with its own border. Oh, what? No. Or is this because it's an input field? I think it's because it's an input field that it's doing that. Oh yeah, because it comes with a line on the bottom. So we could probably customize this just a little bit by making this a... Let me see. Let's look at the card stuff. There's a supporting text section. Let me see. Let's look at the... There is card media, card supporting text, card actions, div. So it defines a div as a card action container, assigns appropriate text characteristics, requires an interaction div content goes directly inside the div with no inverting containers. I wonder if we could do multiple card actions containers. Elements. Find out. Oh, we could. But, let's look at the styling some more. So it tries to stick the card actions on the far left. I think we just have to do some custom styling for these then. So if this is a card action, oh, we just have to custom style the select field. Let's see. The label doesn't have to do that far from the field. I still want this to potentially just expand. You can put them next to each other. Okay. So let's try putting another element that would be the label. Let's look at the typography classes then. We'll close that. Go over here. No. Go to web components. Go to typography. And then we want to look at the demo because it's annoying like that. Hey, Professor Elements 1, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. All right, so what font do we want to use? We just want to use a plain, I guess, a subtitle overline. So there's body, button, caption. I guess we just want to use the subtitle 2 font. Or actually, let's not even use a font. Let's just say dev and then language and see how that looks first. How's your crummy Monday going? Okay, so that is doing a new line in Dealy Medill. Let's switch that to a span. Although the select field might want to bully. Oh no, it doesn't want to bully. No bully. We'll tweak the copy for that. Let's just try to get this to look pretty okay first. We're looking at the card stuff. Here's the select field stuff. Here's the examples of select fields. I like that long. Ooh, I think we want to go with the outlined. How do we do outlined? Is it just a class? Let's see. Outlined. MD select, so optional style, that's like the outline. So MD select, and then we do MD dash dash select outlined. Will that do it for us? So let's go to that class. I think this is it. Yeah, that's it, alright. So where's the class? There's a lot of different classes in here. Holy crap. Holy crapola.
I feel the need.
Oh yeah.
The need.
Full speed. Hey. Urk 0117. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Goose Nest. How are you doing this fine evening? If anyone has any questions, comments, anything like that, don't be a stranger and ask that question if you got it. All right, let's see if it's gonna have. Where's the outlined effect? Below? Select outline, optional style, the select as a select outline. Sets the. Oh, here we go. Outline select. So MDC select. Oh, I have to do this custom. Do I have to do it custom? The select outline variant uses the MDC notched outline in place of the MDC line ripple. Adds the outline select outline modifier and class or element. All elements in the type of the select remain the same. All other elements. Oh. I don't like that then. Or I don't want to do that. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Doing great, just here to learn and get into the market as a web developer. Can one play with the ducks? Yes, you have 3 commands that you can use. And the chat can educate it on those. Juan's demonstrating one of them. If Juan, you want to demonstrate any of the other ones, feel free to do so. I was waiting for you to do that one. You don't remember. Those are the only 2 ones you can remember. There's also jump. You remember the most important ones. That's all that matters, I guess. At least the most important ones in your opinion. So we'll stick with this one because this sticks closest to the select field defaults for accessibility reasons. So we won't try to go too fancy with this. And then we need to customize the submission button. So let's go ahead and dive into el buttons. So we use a standard colored button. We just have to apply the MDL button. Button color, button raise, blah, 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 blah. All these classes to this element. So, HTML class colon those options, and then we'll replace. Oh wait, actually, we don't have to replace that. We just have to do that. It didn't stick. I guess it would be input HTML, right? Input HTML? Because this is an input field, right? No, what is this? It is an input field. Class button. Class. Yeah, so I'm doing a cross between MDL. So MDL was abandoned in favor of material design. So material design is the successor to MDL, but material design does not have all of the components that we're looking for. I guess we can, or at least some things I like that material design is currently doing, that or material design light is currently using versus this. But we can try using. Let's actually take a look at the buttons in material IO. So if you noticed, I was using the select drop downs and stuff like that. Over here, I don't think the grid. We didn't have the grid or layouts or something like that. Layout grid. Yeah, so we're kind of like doing a hybrid since we've already done some of the work for material design light. So yeah, we're kind of like in the middle of the two. Do 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 do. Boo doo doo. Boo doo doo doo. Doo doo. Nightshade. Initiate lurk mode. The button will work. Oh, this is for the ripple. Don't care about that. Let's look at the forms for this. Input and controls. Switch to sliders, select menus, radio buttons notched. Outlines, line ripples, form fields. Do. Yeah. Buttons allow user to take action and make choices in a single tap. So the structure, note that here use a generic button, but users can also apply MDC button to the A tag. What about an input field? What about that? Yeah, so let's look at this. But these are all regular buttons. I guess I could wrap the input field in a button and it would work. Yeah. Shrug. Shrug. So if we wrap this in a button with class MDC, so percent button dot MDC button, so like that, and then like that. Will that do it for us? Probably not, but it's worth the look. No. Let's see. There's no winning. MDC window auto in it. Try using that. Oh, why did I have to do that? Icon toggle, cards, chips, drawers, elevation grid, inputs and controls. This is just a regular form field documentation. Loading labels. Radio buttons, select, sliders, switches. Looks like there is no like styling for a button. Which is a little annoying. You can see that it added the MDC button styling around the form input. That's really funny. You can see it right there. Let's remove that and go back to what it was before. And get rid of or go back. Let's see. Oops. Wrong button. So how do I add well, let's continue to try to add a class to this. So if I do try to add an MDL button to this, MDL dash button. Oh, so it does do it. What? Okay, I'm just not applying the class correctly. Class. So input HTML, so F button. Do 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 do. Oh, you just do class. All form needs, right? Simple wraps, DSL, above something called submit, but method also accepts additional parameters, so it's just class. No input HTML or anything like that. All right. Like that, then. Easy peasy, right? Once you read it. There we go. Now it's stylized. So you probably want to put this on the right side, right? So we'll do like a text align right to put that on the right side. Let's do an application SaaS Yeah, over here. So we have a center. Line. Right. Text. I guess let's call it right. Text. Align. Right. And then we'll apply a right class to this. You have to do the, so if you do the line command, do profess or elements, do exclamation point line and do like line 8. Or any of these numbers that are on this file. So this should look exactly the same. Okay, yeah. Okay, so language, we want to apply some sort of typography to the language. You can try subtitle 2. I think it's like subtitle 2. I think that's how you do it. Change color purple. I don't think if that did anything. I have to look at the documentation. Oh, it's typography. Like that, and then bring that up like that. Back over here, refresh that. Ooh, it got all super tiny. So maybe not that one. You can do a headline 6. Headline 6. What? I did not mean to do that intention. A little beefy. I guess we can just adjust the font size on it so it's not so overbearing instead. So let's just go back to what we had it before. Or I guess, is that fine? I guess that is fine. We just want to do some... We can try to do a flex. I think I have like a flex 1. Flex dash 1. And then for this guy, we can do input HTML. And then there is, still going, wrapping HTML class. A flex of -1, and these should evenly split up within this container, hopefully. No, well, let's see. So this grid. So I think I had to make this grid actions container a display flex in order to. Thought it was going to be a display flex, but no, not. Boom, like that. Oh, but I need to do this. So this isn't centered. So I have to do like a, I forget, a line. Is it align contents or is it justify? Justify contents. Align items center, like that. Okay, so I have to do a flex and then align items. I'll do a new class called form row with the display flex, and then align content center, and then we'll add that to this guy right here, form row. Oh, we still need, oh yeah, we added the flex on here. Oh, it didn't do it. Did I do the wrong form row? Is it align items? It was align items, not align content. Items. Okay, that looks better. And then we can adjust this a little bit if we wanted to move the form field closer to the language. Maybe add a little bit of padding around here. Oh, we need to add we need to figure out how to add the drop down thingamajigger. That's what we're missing. We're missing the little chevron. Go to the docs. Can't remember what it was again. Select menu. It's this eye icon. We need to figure out how to add an element to the inner of something. All right, let's format this to look a little bit nicer right now while we're at it. So you can, let's do it like this. So as, well, let's see if Camel is gonna actually let us do this first of all. So hopefully it's gonna let us do this. Well, actually, let's look this up. Camel. Okay. Camel. Let's see. Multi-line element. So they can be stretched across multiple lines, just like the hash style. So I guess I have to do this. Also supports specific attribute syntax. These are used for the parentheses instead of brackets. So I have to use parentheses if I'm going to achieve this, most likely. Let's find out right now. Well, if this is gonna probably error out if it doesn't support this, so let's find out. It didn't break. So we have our path to multi-line awesomeness. Okay, so do that. Do that. Do that. Oh my god. That. One more, I think. No, there's like two more. Oh, we'll see right now. Ah, that's it. Okay. Whew. Now let's see if that broke anything. No, we're still good. Yay for not like super long line thing. Okay, that's more manageable. Mischief managed. All right, so we were originally looking at how to do a nested element inside the input. So that's how to do classes. Adding what your attributes. Gonna do the collections. You may wrapping Rails form helpers. So you say you wanted to use Rails form helpers, but still wrap single form goodness. You can by calling the input with a block like so. So that might be it. Creating a block. Okay. Let's try it for science. Oh my god, stop adding the percentage, please. There you go. I have no clue how this is gonna go, but we're gonna do it. What are we adding in again? Which specific element in I? With the class MD select icon. Okay. Ah, worked. Awesome. Uh-oh. It didn't 100% work. Danger. Danger. As every property has attributes. Yeah, looks like it didn't work fully. So if we undo that, and then we wait, and we click on it, yeah, that worked. Let's see, if we add it as a sibling, will this work? No. That kind of sucks. Yeah, trying to add the triangle using the form generator, but it's not trivial, apparently. It causes an error when it's trying to generate the form for me. Let's see. I'm gonna add it after the form. Let's see what that does. Probably not gonna do anything, but it's worth a try. Yeah. Let's nest it. I'm like, oh god, wrong one. Oh yeah, that broke everything. It was not expecting a nested element. Yeah, that sucks. I think there's ways around this, but we're not gonna focus on that right now. Okay, so we have that. We choose Poland. Click save. Refresh. It says Poland. Sweet. Let's get moving to working on the modal. So here's the modal code. Modal. Modal's pretty simple. Straightforward. We just got to port this over. So we'll try to use material design dialog. There it is. Let's see. So it's called the MDC modal, MDC dialog. And role, so class role alert dialog. All right, let's copy the rest of this stuff. Because it looks like this is some custom stuff for it. So replace this with colons. Oops. I think this is how we're going to do this. We'll find out shortly. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's how we do it. Actually, this object goes attached to the root element for that. That goes like that. And then it's nested inside this MDC dialog container. And then there is the MDC surface. Within that container, let's nest this in some more. Title cannot contain leading spaces due to MDC typography baseline tool. So then we have this H2 or H4, whatever, MDC dialog title, ID my dialog title. Not sure why we need the same name both as an ID and a class, but oh, it's not exactly the same actually. There's a dash instead. Stroth, how's it going, my man? How's your crummy Monday going? Okay, so dialog text. And then we have our dialog content inside a div. Okay. Trying to wire up Redux Store to the background page of an extension that has multiple windows and tabs. Ooh, fun. Exciting. Are you having like oodles and oodles of fun doing that? Oh, dialogue content. Let's see, so. Okay, so it's still nested under dialogue surface. All this is contained within the container. So then after dialogue content, there is dialogue actions. Like so. And within that, we have some buttons. MDC dialogue button. Yes, no. So we have a button. DC. So this is a button. It has these classes associated with it. It doesn't have any of these classes associated with it. Communication in that environment can get complicated. Tabs can disappear or be created at random. Actions from user interface elements have to get proxy to store in the background page. Oh, fun. Working with a legacy code. Exciting. The already built system and trying to make it better, but at the same time not breaking anything, right? Is that what it's shaking down to? Like this. And then after making the button, then we have some copy, and then we have to put it in a span. Now let's spin a span and let's say, gotcha. Oh, and this all had to be within a footer element. This is a conversion from prototype to end product for a client, connects the services from an empire. Oh, okay, cool. That's fun. That is actually a little bit of fun. I saw that auto init code for the Jabber script. I want to take a look at that. So over here, instead of doing, I think this thing right here. So MDC AutoNet utilize package provides declare DOM-based method for utilizing MDC components on a simple web. Note that as more advanced use cases. However, MDC AutoNet is great for static websites, prototypes, and use cases. Simplicity, convenience, and most appropriate. So let's see if this AutoInit will do the job for us versus looking. So let's comment that out. We're gonna do MPC dot auto init. And let's go back over here, back to the modal. Oh, wow. Unbalanced brackets. How about that? Unbalanced brackets. How am I supposed to balance the brackets then? You have to go like indent it all the way in. Like so. Whoa. My ID can't handle the high octaneness of my programming. Oh, that just made it worse. Nah. Let's do this then. We're going all the way back to what we had before. Oh, you know what? I forgot commas. I don't have commas. I don't have commas. Line 8. I don't think it's not line 8. Line 8's fine because I'm nesting this way. All these elements right here are supposed to be a child of here. It's this right here. Yeah, because these guys are supposed to be child elements of this. It's just right here where I'm screwing everything up. Here, let's back up just a little bit. Oh, I see it. I see that, what you're talking about. Let me adjust this. All right, we got a couple boo-boos in here. By the way, Dice Man, try typing in exclamation point line and then the line number and watch the magic happen. Okay, so this is still wonky. It still doesn't like this. So I'm just going to go full single line. Oh, well, I moved the line, so. Oh, well, there you go, line 8. Is it a CSS file? No, it's Haml. It's not a CSS file. Expecting, so. We're gonna go full hash rocket syntax then. This is Haml syntax to represent an HTML file more programmatically. So the downside is that it is more fickle for formatting, but it allows a programmer to easily look at all the code and tweak it without shit tons of HTML brackets everywhere. I think I needed to stringify all these guys anyway. But we're going back to the old hash rocket syntax. Oh god. Why is it? Oh, because the auto init didn't this is not media file. MDC auto init. Okay. So auto init doesn't work for everything, it looks like, unfortunately. So we will have to go through and piecemeal activate each one of the elements. MDC dot dialog. And then this guy. Oops. So MDC dialog takes no assumptions about we added to MDC dialog content element, any list checkbox. Initially call layout for on applicable points within the content when is emitted, for example, for instance, MDC list inside of a simple oral confirmation dialog. Okay. So that should initialize all of the necessary JavaScript. So the form input should look fine. And then we're expecting the dialogue to be okay too. Actually, we need to move this dialogue code, initialization code elsewhere. Because we need to do it in the stream control or in the stream code. So what's the API to open up the dialogue? Is open. So open the dialogue. So dot open is the signature. So I need to go to the stream settings. Yes, it's JavaScript. No, this isn't it. What did it should be stream settings, right? Or speech recognition. There it is. So yeah, here's the code for the toast before. And then we had code for checking for if the dialogue was in the right or the right browser. Is it in the speech recognition handler that we do it? Let's see. That language, no. Not in here. Is logged in. Goes through here. Where's my modal code? Is it over here? No. Maybe I did I leave it over here? Am I still fragmented in some of my code? I might be. Yeah, my code is still a little bit fragmented. I need to port this code over to the Webpack setup. No Chrome warning. So over here is where that code is. So this would be let modal. So browser would be browser warning. Like that. Oh. The ID, we have a modal open. And I mean, I'll need to test this in a different browser. Let me load it on the side over here. Okay, sign in. So it did work, but let's see. Let me refresh over here. The layout of the modal is all jacked up. Okay. Yeah, the layout of the modal was all jacked up. So it did work. We just gotta fix the formatting.
I feel the need.
The need for speed. Triple defense. Nice name. Welcome to the Goose Nest. Appreciate your follow. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, don't be a stranger and ask away. This is a friendly stream to all sorts of stuff like that. Otherwise, just kick back, relax, and enjoy the stream, my friend. Okay, so it goes MDC dialogue with a bunch of options. You're from Orange County? I'm from San Diego. San Diego area. Cool. SoCal is the best. Dun, dun. How about all that rain we've been getting? It's been years and years and years since we've gotten so much rain. It actually feels like a winter. So MDC container. So we got the MDC dialogue. We have an MDC underscore container. And then within that, we have an MDC dialogue surface. And then we have this H2 here, but it's an MDC dialogue underscore title. And then, oops, wrong browser. And then after, oh, okay. So everything has to be within the surface. Gotcha. We didn't nest this all the way. Boom. So let's bring up our other browser. When did we move to Seattle? And then Seattle's getting snow. So it's like everything's shifted by like 1,500 miles or something like that. All right, we got the modal working. And then this is disabled like we expect it to be. Yeah, so this only works in Chrome. So this messaging works fine. Beautiful. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Good stuff. We're making progress. Hey, it's Clark. What up?
Attention, attention. We are currently being raided. Band down all hatches. Defend yourselves. We are being raided.
But shout out to you, Clarkio. Thank you very much for the raid. 8 people. Wow, wee. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Goose Nest. Appreciate the company. Voice changer, I like it. I've had the voice changer for like 6 months now, but I need to get better at using my voice changer and situations. So I realized when I get rated, that's when the voice changer is definitely good stuff. For the game stream, woo! Big thanks to Pseudo Kid for the raid. But I was wrapping up. Ah. So were you playing some Fortnite? And follow-up question is, have you tried out Apex yet? So was it Fortnite, Rocket League, and then follow-up question is, have you looked at Apex? I mean, it's all over Twitch right now, obviously, but so I like this. We should move the Chrome warning JavaScript and all this stuff, since we got that working, we should move this code over to this JavaScript over here, I think. So let's try doing that now. So Chrome warning, we'll move that over here. The need for speed. No Fortnite. So let's see. I was streaming JS and Elixir dev work and rating Clark. Ooh, JS and Elixir. At some point, I want to dabble with Elixir because I know Elixir is pretty awesome. So far today, I went to start with Apex, but my stream was struggling when I was trying to test the thing prior. I had to go to Rocket League. Had some sickles. Nice. Yeah. Right now, yeah, there's issues with streaming Apex. You have to have the right configuration to do it. Apparently it's a driver's issue also. So they're trying. So all the graphics card makers are trying to update their drivers to support optimized Apex. But basically, Apex sucks up all your GPU and leaves nothing for OBS. So you'll get, so even though you yourself probably, it looks good, on OBS it looks like total shit. And OBS made it dropping frames like crazy no matter what settings I use. Yeah. So OBS did tweet out like an interim thing. And it depends, so I could stream Apex just fine. Yeah, so it depends on your computer, but OBS did tweet out something previously about it on doing certain settings. So basically what they said was like, that is not it. OBS, that's OBS project. You have a 2 PC setup? Oh yeah, you'd be fine. Yeah, so they did do a tweet about it. Let's see. Yeah, right here. So if you're streaming, play Apex, and you're having FPS issues with OBS due to maxed out GPU, you'll need to reduce your GPU usage so that OBS can run as well. The quickest way to do this is to enable VSync with triple buffering and disable Windows 10 game mode. So this could help, but it might not be 100% a silver bullet. So, not until those drivers are out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, hopefully drivers will be out by next Monday. I definitely want to try, to get into doing game streams on the weekend. Eventually. I need to plan that out appropriately. Move this out of the styles folder. So then I had, let's see. And I had these checks here. So I could probably move these checks out of here and move them into here for now. Do this. Let's see if that's going to work. I have no clue. I've thought about doing game streams, but I just don't know what if I will leave with science technology. Yep, I'm a Vim man. or maybe use an alt account. Yeah, I'm never. I'm never gonna. Yeah, for I'll definitely. I guess I wouldn't hit your. I mean, the affiliate bar is like pretty ridiculously low. So I'm not sure if it would affect your affiliate numbers going affiliate too much. What's up, Nightshade? Good night. Thanks for lurking as always. Have a good night, and have a good rest of your week. If I don't catch you on Wednesday. Okay, let's see if I broke stuff. We're going to refresh and witness if there are any breakage.
We're going ballistic, man. Go get him.
Hey, Clarkio gifting a sub to Pseudo Kid. Congratulations, Pseudo Kid. You can now call Clarkio your sugar daddy because he has gifted you a sub. You have prime usage of the Talk to Him heart to share that love with him. So congratulations, Pseudo Kid, and thank you very much, Clarkio, for that support. And thank you for the hypers in the chat. Lucky Cat, thank you. Okay, so I don't see anything has broken yet, but we'll find out right now by poking around. Let's see, go over here. Nothing wrong over here. Go over here. Nothing wrong over here. All right, now we're gonna check another browser. Let's try the internet, the Edge browser. Yeah, it wants us to log in, which we expect. Actually, let's go here. Now let's click on that. Now let's click on that. Now it's a login, which I don't want to show that, so we're not going to test it on that browser. Okay, so this is Firefox, so we expect a modal to pop up, but it's not popping up. So we do have breakage in the code after this refactoring.
I feel the
Here's the good news that Edge is going to be replaced with Chromium. Yeah, I did hear about that. Hey, Tool Link, or Toon Link. Thank you very much for follow. Welcome to the Goose Nest. Thanks for lurking. When you got questions, comments, anything like that, let me know. Don't be a stranger. Not Chrome warning not defined. And that's because we are not including the Chrome warning file. We're not importing that in. Import. I know that's pretty cool. Well, I guess it is pretty cool that everyone's kind of going around the same browser so that people can innovate around that. I know like some people don't like the idea of just, you know, everything consolidating into one single thing. But if it lends to innovation and improvements, then I'm for it. Yeah, the mono browser issue is like the main thing. But with the mono browser issue, things can optimize around that, right? As long as it's not for evil, but for good. Chrome warning still not defined. Oh, yeah. I need to change the way we're doing this. Export. Default export. Chrome warning. From not Chrome warning. Yeah, that's true too. Although I'm using Firefox. I use Firefox most of the time. Okay, so we got the stuff initialized. Cool. Yeah. I forgot that since we're moving it to Webpack, we have the luxury of using whatchamacallit, ES6 imports and stuff like that for cleaner code. So we can delete this directory altogether. We can delete this file, so it's not in here. We don't need that. We'll leave that alone. All right, so if you're on Firefox, we get the modal again. Boop, 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 boop. Gotcha. Okay, so we've done a pretty good amount of work in order to port this over to oh, that does not. Oh yeah, because I forgot. I'm hiding some of the stuff. Off to bed now, but thanks for the stream, and thanks for Radium Clarkio. Yeah, thank you, Clarkio, for the raid. He's probably off to bed also. It's pretty late for him. But have a good night, Pseudo Kid. Hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday, where I'll be streaming again at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Good to see everyone. Yeah, and we're part of a new team. Live Coders team. Poggers. Woo! Yeah, so the layout improvements are coming along really nicely. So from what this we still need to work on these two parts, by the way. But from this section right here to this section right here. So we definitely got everything, almost everything ported over. We didn't need to get the checklist stuff right here ported over, like this right here, the checklist. And we're almost done. Hot diggity. So let's go back to the index HTML and expand these hidden items right here. We'll stop hiding this guy right here. And let's refresh. Yeah, so we have this. So we need to figure out how to port this over to material again. We don't have to worry about select anymore. So let's look at these examples. Drawer. But this is a drawer now. Elevation. Don't worry about elevation. Yeah, grid, linear progress, a list. So we could try to do a list with dividers. So yeah, so we want to bring this guy over to the new UI library. So this is our inspiration. So list is an option. Got these dividers right here. The divider. Let's see, menu? Not a menu. Radio buttons. Now ripples. Click me. Woo, ripply. Dividers. A snacker bar. Oh, we have to do the snacker bar also. A switch. Tab bar. We're not doing anything with tabs. I just wanted to play with those. Text fields. The theme. List, that's what we're using. Alrighty then. Look at this. This is like the full theme, which is interesting. Slider. All right. So list it is right here. Okay. So let's start working on it. So that's the example. Unfortunately, it's fragmented into 2 different sections. It's kind of annoying that they did that for this UI library, but whatevs. Okay, so we're doing a UL and an LI. That's a list in its most basic form. Okay. With divider. Gotcha. Gotcha. A 2-line list. What the hell is a 2-line list? Oh, that's a 2-line list. Yeah, we don't care about that. Okay, let's start porting this over. So we have the UL and the LIs. We can't do collapsible headers anymore. So we'll move this stuff above this UL for now. And each one of these, let's see, is this the thank you? Hold on, I'm lost here. I'm editing the wrong thing. This is the one I want to edit, down here. So this is a section. So instead of a grid, we're using a section. NDL cell, let's get rid of that. We'll indent things over like that. So we have a UL with the class name of MDC list. We have an LI with MDC list item. There is no concept of a collection header. So we'll just leave this as is and then make this an MDC list item. Tab index 0. Sure, why not? And then every subsequent one is supposed to be an LI. Can I make it bold? Yeah, I probably can. The title. I'll get to that after I finish porting this over. So LI. So a span. So each one of these LIs actually has to have a span. So we'll switch this to a span instead of an H tag like this. And then this guy needs to be an LI. So %. So basically it's this, actually. Or without the without this. And then like that. List MDC list item text. I'm missing a class on this guy. So there's a list item. Oh, the span has to have the MDC list item text. Oops. So like that. Can I just apply this like that? Guess we'll find out if this is gonna work or not. MDC list item. So each one of these deserves a list item. And then the things in here need a replace. No. Paste that like that. You're gonna have to do that again for the next two items. So this is supposed to be a span. Like that. Span. I guess a JavaScript component. Whoops. Is for the animation things. Okay. Let's see how much we butchered this. Looks pretty much. Oh, I forgot to click save. I was about to like, it looks the same for some reason. Like it should look just a little bit different. All right, so it's looking a little bit like a list. We need to then, let's apply the divider. Let's see, 2 list items, list groups. A list group header. Where's the group example? Okay. List dividers. MDC contains MDC list dividers. Let's see. Class which can be used as full width or in set subdivisions with either within list themselves or standalone between related groups. And I guess it's just these individual LIs. So it's that. Note the role separator attribute on the list divider. This is important to include this so that the assistive technologies can be made aware that this is a presentational element and not an element. Yeah, okay, that's cool. What's the other option? It says or this. HR. Oh. MDC list handles pre-selecting and deselecting a list element based on the click. Checkboxes. Okay. So I just have to keep on adding these LIs in here between each one of these steps. So, well, first things first, we get rid of this part right here. We can actually get rid of this, all of this. Put a period right there. Go back and delete this. Create a curly brace and put the code we just got right there into there. Let's add a little space right there. Replace that with the colon, put that right there. And then replace this with a %. And then we put that in between each item on the list, like so. And then we refresh and see what happens. Okay, so we're getting there. It's not full width yet. I'll have to figure that out in a minute. Is it because we made it a grid? The old grid. Probably because we made it a grid, in all honesty. So if I made this, where is, am I using this grid? I think I am. MDL cell, MDL. I'm using MDL grid. Yeah. So if I add MDL, oh my god, why did it copy all that? Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. No, that. Oh, well. Technically, I didn't make it worse because I forgot to add 12 to this. There we go. Okay. It's getting closer. We want to make the entire A tag clickable also. Let's add the header. So right now this isn't a header. Let's look at the documentation about the header stuff. So let's list item text, primary, secondary, list groups, MDC. So if we make a list so if we do MDC list group instead, what happens if we call this? Okay, let's try this. Okay, so I have a div with MBC-list. Can you change the link color to primary purple? Yeah, I'll try to do that. List. We're working, what is up, Lithium? We're working on our closed captioning extension, specifically the website portion of it, a redesign of it. So we're just working on HTML and CSS this today. How are you doing? So list group, yeah, so I'll try and change the color right now once we get the list looking like we want it to. So then the title element that we originally created right here, we'll move up to here and we'll switch this to an H3 for now. So now it's a sibling element and it's a list group header. So yeah, so the thing I'm working on is the companion website to the closed captioning that you're seeing on stream if you're on desktop, basically. And then we have to make, and then we have this, and then we have the UL right here. And then we needed to replace this guy with this. And then delete that. Let's see how this looks. So that's the title now, but we need to move this styling to this point right here. And okay, so we got that. So we need to change the color of the links, right, to the primary purple. Let's try doing that right now. So we need to find primary. So this is the variable for the color that we want to work with. So let's go to the dashboard as CSS. I'll make a should we make all the links that purple, I guess? So if not, we can do all A tags would have color var equals to is there a project? Is this for a project with a link? So it's an extension right now that's not available to the public. So all links purple, gotcha. Yeah, so right now the project's not available to the public. I'm running a private beta of it. So if so basically linking is kind of useless right now. I do have a website for this, a home website, but it will do nothing for you unless you have access to it, or unless you have access to the extension. All right, so we tagged all colors to be the primary theme. Let's see how it looks. There you go. Okay. So then we want to try to do with the icons on the right, right? But yeah, we're working towards doing a full release of the extension by the end of the month. So that's what we're pushing for. What's the technology I'm using for the speech to text? I am using a JavaScript API that's available on the browser for free. Right now it's only supported on Chrome, but it's roadmap to be supported on Firefox. So that's the link if you want to dabble, play with stuff. But what's up, Pac-Man? How you doing, man? So how do I add an element with list with a radio group? When rendering a list group with the pre-selected radio button, do I need the icon names? Sure. Let me try to first figure out how to get the items to the far left or whatever. List with a checkbox. MDC list item, role checkbox. Actually, let's go to the class API stuff. Maybe I'll say right here. So we have list non-interactive, optional disables interactivity affordance, list dense, list avatar, optional configure the leading tile for each row to display an image instead of icons. This makes the graphics of the list item larger. No, I don't want to use, basically I don't want to use Amazon Transcribe or Azure because that costs money. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Yes, the answer is yes, it could easily be integrated to do that, but But the overall answer is no, because money. The browser API is free, and the speech to text services from Amazon or Azure will cost money over time, and I will need to have I'll need to charge for it, because if this picks up steam, it will. So the browser based one is actually using Google's speech to text API. So secretly it's sending it off to their server and doing that. So list item primary, optionally primary text for the list item should be the child of list text item text, mandatory wrapper for list item content displayed in the middle column of the list. So list item and then list item text. Secondary text, optional second text displayed below the primary text. List item selected, activated, list item graphic, optional tile, first tile in a row with LTR language for column list. Yeah, the browser one's pretty darn good. So how do I do this? Because it's not very clear to me. So it's a list item meta. Oh, what the hell? Where is that in this documentation? Meta. Oh, there it is. It's super obscure in there. List item meta list. The last tile in the row, the last column. Okay. Optional leaves a gap on each side of the divider to match padding of list item meta. Okay. So this item will get list item meta, it appears. Put the inspector again. So it's a span with list item meta aria hidden true. So where did there it is. So it's a span. Makes sense why it's a span. And then aria hidden true. Let's make sure to quote this. Let's see if that works. It kind of sort of worked. But not exactly, because it's an A tag. I'm pretty sure I need to stylize this A tag to go all the way. So let's just go ahead and copy pasta this stuff, and then I'll ask you, Kat, for the icons you're thinking about. Oh, do, oh, ba, 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 da. Do. I think, okay, hold on. So do that. Refresh. Aria hidden true. nesting plain text is illegal. Why are we doing that? Oh. Oh, yeah. Yes. We screwed up the indentation right here. I'm fat fingering. There we go. Do. Alright. Oh, this needs to go like that. This can go right here. Let's do that for this guy also. Give me a second. That's looking better. Okay. So for item 2, video cam for go live. Okay, so video cam, and then toggle on. Woo! I need to fix this right here
I feel the need.
to be nested. Ooh, I got a follower. Give me a second. John 8G. Thank you very much for following. Welcome to the Goose Nest. If you have any questions, comments of what I'm doing, what I'm working on, anything like that, don't be a stranger. Let me know. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. Otherwise, chill out, relax, and enjoy the stream. Oh, you know what? I guess I do have to nest this. Oh, I don't want to do this. I guess I have to wrap everything in something. Hey, Top Gun, dab on that. Boom. Hey, what's up, Cake? What's up, Alka? How y'all doing? Come on, dab on that code. Show me your dabs. Can you dab on the code? Yeah, dab it. Come on. Boom, Pikachu dab. Nice. Just call you John. Sounds good. All right, I might need to restructure this a little bit, but so for enable the overlay, what was we have the puzzle piece. I'm assuming that it's a. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark, and I'm gonna say it's puzzle. You got elbows. You can't dab, but you got elbows. No, it's not puzzle. Did you send me that for extension? Oh, extension for item 2. I see it. Oh, there we go. Elbows. Awesome. Although this is the only part that's clickable. I want to try to get this whole thing to be clickable. So let's see. How could I do that? I could try to make an A tag, and then we're gonna have to experiment with this. So let's make an A tag, and then delete this like that. So we have an A tag that wraps these elements right here. Let's see how that breaks everything. It breaks everything. We got this a douchebag div here. first of all. If we switch this to a span, is this gonna play friendly with our elements? A Monka eyes, Alka. Monka eyes. Okay, so that seems to be doing what I want it to do. Now, if I say that this guy gets a width of 100%, what does that do? That does that. It sure does that. If I move the A tag right here, I'm gonna have this A tag completely. Wait, hold on. Where the LI go? Hello? LI? I just dragged like everything out of it. So much funk. How it looks like annoying pug. I guess in a little bit of a little bit kind of like an annoying pug, but I like, for me and on this project, I like this more than just it allows me to iterate a little bit faster, not having to worry about balancing the HTML properly, formatting, closing tags, and all that type of stuff. So I can probably format this a little bit better by doing spaces in some places, but I have a direct hierarchy of what needs to go where. So I'm kind of digging it for this project. I don't like using Helm all the time though. Well, the server's running Ruby on Rails, John. So I'll give you that answer to ERB. Yeah, I'm using Ruby on Rails server. All right, we're gonna experiment this with science. We're gonna science the shit out of this right now. The shit out of this. Oh, we broke it. Science done. Portal science. Yeah. Working on making a sweet bot that can help train you, take you through exercises so you can know how to go through portals and such and such and such. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This should be in... Hold on. Oh wait, I need to take this away from the A tag. Put it right here. Oh, it's trying to regress. Oh, you got it. You got it for this one. It worked. Poggers in the champers. All right, guys, can I get some pog in the chat for this? We got it to work. We got it to work. There you go. Although I need to enable pog. I need to enable pog. Our science worked, guys. Our science worked. All right, so this whole line is clickable. You have no idea how it worked. I don't know how it worked either, but we got it to work. That's what matters. All programming's magical. Yes, elbows. We need more elbows. Okay, so we got that. We should add a what happens if we add a divider right here? Some good stuff. Although, the other thing we don't have, all in the elbows. The closest thing Alka has is to elbows. It's 10 o'clock. Yeah, one thing we have to figure out how to do is do the collapsible stuff. Material, for the most part, doesn't seem to have anything that's collapsible anymore with the new stuff. Which is kind of a boomer. We still have to port over the thank you message to this guy right here. We haven't completed that yet. Let's see, it's 10 o'clock. Let's see if we can quickly, should we try to quickly get this to work or get this to show up only if you turn it on? So let's see, some material, typography. So that's the stripe. So we can say by default, or actually, no, we're gonna have hide there. Do we have a, I already created a class for hiding? I don't think I did. Bonus round. Let's see if we can do this. Do you want to do display none, or we'll do a display none for now. Let's add another class to this of, or an ID of Yo Pat. Thank you, Ninja. What's up? Thanks for stopping by. How's it going, Ninja? I've lurked in your stream, so you probably don't know who I am. I enjoy the streams, by the way. Stripe. Remember message. I gotta spell remember correctly. I recognize ya. Elbows, just elbows. The best I could do is just typing in elbows. Oof. That's good enough. Table. There's elbows there, although they're kind of curvy elbows. I like to think. It's the right type of hot mess, right? It's the fun type of hot mess. All right, let's refresh this, and this should go away. Wait for it. Webpack's compiling. Okay. And then let's go into the speech recognition handler. Let's be on recognition start. Let's copy this. How goes it? What brings you into my lovely little corner of Twitch? Is on. Actually, hold on. Just put this here. And then We're getting this by ID, so what do we call it again? Because I can't remember. I just arbitrarily chose a name. Remember message. I spelled it message and not massage, right? Yeah. Because that'd be awkward. I found some downtime. I know you've been kind of going at it, right? Like every night. Reorganize my desk. I went through that about a month or two ago. During Christmas break, I went through a reorganize of stuff. Although I need to reorganize my computer position because my computer is like up there, like 6 feet high. Not very optimal for when I need to unplug stuff and get in there. Message. So message dot, what's the JavaScript helper for adding a class? You guys remember? JavaScript class list. That's what it is. Nice, nice. And then it has a toggle method. You're about to move rooms too? That means moving stuff. Moving stuff is hard. Toggle. Ugh. I guess we could just do toggle. I could just do toggle. We're toggling, boys and girls, guys and gals, dudes and dudettes. So if you want toggle, I'm getting 2 to 3 times as much space. Oh, that is a lot of space. Boys. Still missing class list? You are right. Sorry about that. Oh, by the way, I'm using Clarkio's chat. For now on, I'm using Clarkio's extension for VS Code. So you guys can call out line numbers using the extension. So you can be, so exactly, line 69. Let's see, what is line 69? It's not showing up. Oh wait, there it is. That is a lot. That's not a lot of 69. That's not very satisfying. His extension. It is the closing bracket. It is the end. Okay, so class list toggle hide. And then I have that set to a hotkey so I can clear them out. I made sure that if people went crazy, I can clear it all out with the press of a button. You can never touch Twitch chat too much. Okay, I need to turn this off. You guys are going to see the closed captioning turn into JSON because we're in the middle of deployments right now. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh. Oh wait, I put it on Polish, so now it's thinking I'm speaking Polish. So let me switch this to English. Python has its holds on you. Well, Python has its holds on you, and Ruby has its holds on me. The backend for this, for the web server side of this extension, is Ruby on Rails, and it takes a while for the Polish for the pool to clear out for the Polish stuff. Yeah, so Ruby is my cup of tea for like 6-7 years now. Yeah, I need JS for a friend and a visual stuff. Ah, yeah. Alka is our resident god of JavaScript animation and visuals. Is it possible to send this front-end stuff for Travis, GitLab, or extension? It doesn't seem like it'd be. But actually, instead of doing Travis or GitLab, I could use GitHub Actions to do the testing, since GitHub Actions is a thing now. .3JS, yeah, 3JS is the good one, or is a crazy one, crazy visuals one. Okay, so if I turn this off, yes, okay, that was the addition for bonus time. We did that in 10 minutes with lots and lots of talking, so that ain't half bad. So let's look at the progress we've made so far. Let's start closing out the stream. Oh, let me turn on production again. Actually, I'm not going to turn on production yet because I want to show the progress we made. So this is the current website in its incarnation right now. Very, very put together, slapped together just to make sure we have a website up for our alpha and beta phase. And then this is the new redesign that we've worked on. So from this to this, so it's looking a little bit better. We still need to work on the sign out button. Yes, I'm working on this for the extension challenge. I already have a couple testers on it and stuff like that. We're just iterating on it and improving it. So yeah, so this is the current look now. So from old to new, and then let's go to the dashboard. And then here's the current dashboard, dark and stuff like that. I still need to work on the thank you part. I hate how that does this thing sometimes. I think this is a JavaScript caching thing. Yeah, Akka loves his canvas. Yeah, and then here's the new layout over here. So it definitely needs we still have some tweaks. We have our mocks that we were working towards. But it's looking this part's like a little bit cleaner. We compacted the speech to text. We have our settings area. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to figure out how to get the little chevron in there, little down arrow, because of the form generator we're using. Just no likey. But everything's working pretty good. We'll do that, and that's pretty cool. Oh, are you talking about the new team? So that is a brand new team that just got started basically today. So C# Fritz, thank you by the way for the follow. Welcome to the Goose Nest. So C# Fritz recently got partnered. So he created a stream team, a live coder stream team that that centers around people that are live coders that are helpful to the community, and like if you click on the team, it goes through the whole spiel. If I got partnered somehow, I know somehow he made congrats to C#. He got partnered. He worked his ass off for it. So congratulations to him. So yeah, so you can ping him about it. We're still working on the application process, basically. So it just got started, and people are already screaming at him to add him. So I think there's definitely going to be criteria for it and stuff like that, and obviously by referral. So I know, yeah. So. But it's still brand new, but I'll make sure to keep you in mind when it gets around to actually the conversations of who to add next. Just like people that are interested in promoting live coding in general. Yeah. So that team extension that I added was one of the reasons why. So that's one of the extensions I created, that team extension. So one of the reasons I wanted to create that extension was I wanted to make custom teams, because All the extensions that existed for streams teams were you had to be a part of a Twitch team. But I built my extension so that you can choose a Twitch team, or you can just build your own custom team, just adding in people. So that's what I did before. I just added in a bunch of coder streamers that I like to watch and had them on the panel right there. But now I'm part of a team, so now I can put that as the team to showcase. So big PogChamp. All right, guys, let's cue up the outro. It's that time. You can hear it. It's time to say goodbye. Thanks so much, everyone, for hanging out. Greatly appreciate the raids, the bits, all the follows, the gifted subs. Congratulations, pseudocode. A Krasner. Hi and bye. You like to be a part of a programming team? Oh, Alka. Soon enough. Soon enough. Yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. It's been a fun stream. We made a lot of progress, and the UI is coming together very nicely. Mwah. Beautiful. I have the new update for the closed captioning extension in review, so hopefully that gets approved by next Wednesday. And that will come with the features to drag and drop the closed captioning text into new positions. So basically, if you don't like it on the bottom, you can drag it to the top. We're adding a couple new people to the beta testing of it. And then, and also there's a little optimization for how it displays. It's gonna have a buffer, so between two statements, whatever. But yeah, Jawsome. By the way, I love the Jaws movie, so Jawsome is very appropriate. Maybe I should like weave in some Jaws theme into the stream also, along with Top Gun. Jaws, Top Gun, and Aliens. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I should weave in Aliens. Hicks. And all of them. Anyway, guys, have a good night. I'll catch you guys on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. I'll catch you then. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Have a good night. And if I don't see you, have a good rest of your week. Bye-bye.